going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, Warframe, and I want to just quickly go over the Syndicate stuff a little bit more detail here. And the Sentinel weapon, or the Sentinel itself, didn't really have a chance to do it. I did the overview video. We kind of looked at everything quickly. Just give you my quick thoughts here. I have not had a lot of time to even look at this stuff. Most of the stuff is still unranked, as you'll see. The only time I got to play last night was in my overview video. Anyone that's following me on Twitter knows that I had a pipe leak, a water pipe bust on my house, and it's under the slab, and it's just been a crazy heck of a day. Not the way I wanted to have to spend my birthday or getting any of this stuff done, so we've had another setback, of course. Get some things going, and then you get the setback, and things going, and then you get set the back. Anyway. So we're looking to probably have to have the whole house repiped because of how old the piping is right now, and have to manually turn the water on and off outside at the main, you know, so I can let the kids and everybody, you know, do everything in the bathroom and brush their teeth and do all that stuff, and then like an hour later shut it all off again. Leave it off for the night, so we can only have it on limited until I can get somebody to quote me and get out here and get it done. So that's where that's at. Yeah. Anyway, that's for anyone that actually cares to know about it. So let's just quickly talk about these things. Now, first, the Diriga and the Volklok. All right. I gotta tell you now, I mean, it looks weird, and the only thing I had on in that video last night was this calculated shot mod. Remember, it was unranked. Sentinel charges powerful shot and fires at the first enemy in sight. Okay, this isn't the other two precepts either that are on here. So we've got arc coil precept. Sentinel will zap multiple enemies within range, which you can put that there, and the electro pulse. Sentinel continually zaps a nearby enemy, trapping them in a stunned state. We're going to put that on. But interestingly enough, this thing just kept shooting and shooting and shooting, and you probably saw the electrical charges coming out of it, which is awesome. So it's I think I'm going to really like that, this bad boy, as it ranks up. Now, the same thing with this Volklok, which I haven't really put any time into, but as you can see, there we go. Now we talked about this. Now this is going to use also your you can utilize like special sniper weapons, and that's not going to work with the charge chamber because, well, it's got 10 shots in the magazine, so it's not going to do that. But I mean, you could use it if you'd like to, but this is a good time to be able to utilize some stuff in here to make this an interesting setup, so to speak. I haven't figured out how I want to go with it yet, so time will tell. But I think I'm going to really like this one, especially with it being in electricity. You can combo things so well in here and get some really good things going on as a base even. So again, time will tell. If you guys have played with it at all yet, or if you're still crafting it or whatever, I think you're going to definitely like it. Like I said, it does look a little funny, and taking from Janzer to bagpipes. So yeah, is what it is. I don't. Can you even color that? No, you can upgrade. You can't change the color of the weapon. No, why would you? But you can change the color of this thing. I bet you I could copy my Warframe colors, and that looks pretty disgusting. Perfect. Perfect. We like things to be ugly. Ugly! It looks like something threw up all over the place. Now, in terms of these weapons, and we're just going to do this so I have a chance to kind of go back and review everything. As you can see, everything else is still unranked, but I'll share my thoughts with you if you guys want to sit back and listen for a minute, and we'll take a look at the comparisons here. So that's the regular Tigris. So I really only put the one format in, and there's a couple different things that I had wanted to do. And if you can see my damage output on this regular Tigris, insane. Yeah, this is the same thing that I took on the tier 4, just like this, guys. It's just a hell beast as it was. But if we compare it to, let me find you, let me find you, let me find you, let me find you, Sanctity Tigris. You can see the base changes here. It does increase puncture, impact, and slash. Status stays the same. Does increase the reload. Reload increase is always a nice thing. And the critical chance change. I don't know really how much that critical chance is going to affect me because I never really played with the critical on here. I don't think the critical chance is that great in terms of needing to work with that. But, so we've got that. Next we can kind of take a look. Let me load up my Penta, which I haven't used in forever. But Zeta's, this is his best friend. And he's put multiple formers in his regular Penta. So, taking a look at the Satura versus, we've got an increase in blast. Yeah, that's nice. We've got an increase in magazine size, which is going to be very nice. We doubled the fire rate, even better. And all those, while not seemingly very significant, are a big difference on this type of weapon. And then, of course, you're adding in the actual Syndicate piece to it as well, the augment to it as well in there, so you get the extra. You don't have to worry about the augment so much. You know, it's right there. It's built into the weapon. So I like it. I think that even this minor change is actually pretty major for the weapon based off of the type of weapon that it is. And I know others might not think that, but you have to really look at it from the standpoint of the actual changes and how they are effective. Now we've got the Heck, which we all know. I did that recent. Did I do a build on this? Did I even show that? I haven't showed that yet, but there's my crazy ass numbers on my Heck right now. I'm a 6 former on that bad boy. So we got the Vacor Heck, right? And I know I've already started seeing people upset about not being able to use the mod. But let's look at what's in here. So the Vacor Heck, the reload does go up a bit. Impact, puncture, slash stays the same. Status chance stays the same. So we can really work, you know, those numbers. We know that we're not going to be able to use the augment, so we're not going to get the additional multi-shot in here. But that's okay, because basically we're doubling the magazine size. So, okay, we may not get the multi-shot, but now we've doubled our magazine size, which is a big difference as well. We've got a fire rate increase, so it's going to shoot off faster. And we've got critical chance up to 25%. So we can really work with a decent critical, a nice solid 8 magazine clip, faster fire rate. This can really make a huge difference compared to the regular Heck. Sure, your base damage numbers are not going to be the same because you're not going to have that Syndicate augment, and that's fine because you got the Syndicate piece built into the weapon anyway, so it's there. So let's not look at it as okay, we can't use this mod, this thing is useless, because it's not. It's been offset to actually be very comparable, but you got to understand how it's changed and how to make it effective, and we will definitely have some time with that. Of course, Forma is a big thing in that terms. Now, we want to look at, do I have a regular Boltor anymore? I do not have a regular Boltor anymore. Shoot. Shoot this, shoot this, shoot. Well, let's just do this. Let's go Telos, Boltor. And let's just highlight a regular Boltor. So where we can see is, I know the numbers are opposite of normal here. We've doubled our puncture, our impact. No slash on this though at all. Status is lower versus the regular one. There's a slight reload speed increase. We've got a much nicer magazine capacity, 90 versus 60. The fire rate is a bit faster, which is always a nice thing, and the critical multiplier is a little bit higher, but we're not going to really focus even on the critical multiplier with this weapon. But having the nicer fire rate, having the nicer magazine capacity, and doubling the damage output in terms of puncture damage even, to me is a really nice upgrade from a regular Boltor. It's not meant to compete with the Boltor Prime, so let's just get the Prime thing out of the way, and let's look at how much of a difference it is from a regular to a new one. And there is a big difference to these. So I think it's a nice upgrade, nice solid middle ground, if you will, and of course you have the Syndicate added to it. Okay, you can't go wrong with that. Then we're going to go and take a look at the Simulor quickly here, which I've got some crazy stuff going on. I never actually posted a video on that, but there we go. So let's take a look at that. We still got that base magnetic. They did increase the per stack a bit. Okay, reload went down, so it reloads faster. The magazine size went up, always a nice thing. Fire rate up a little bit more. My biggest concern still, because I haven't tried this out yet, is the range on that that little gravity piece that is put there. You know, is that range bigger? Do we do more damage based off a bigger range? If not, then this may not really be that much of an upgrade after all. You can add more magazine size and fire rate and whatnot, but if we're not able to do more area damage, we're not able to suck more people in, more enemies in, then we're missing the point with this weapon. And only time will tell, honestly, because I have not had a chance to start playing around with it yet. You know, so just bear with me for anyone that wants to know about it. Then we're going to come over to the regular Cernos, last one, which I have spent a lot of time on the Cernos. I've put a lot of effort into it, but another huge change besides the thing looking awesome. Look at that. We've got a nice increase in the base. We've got a nice solid impact increase here. Status chance goes up, so we can really work with that. The charge rate, by far, the best charge rate of any bow in the game. I didn't talk about it in the last video, but I'm talking about it right now. A 0.3 charge rate with a 35% critical chance, decent status, so you can work with status chance, and a nice impact. So you're going to get some nice base impact. You're going to get to work in a lot of critical, and you've got basically no charge time. How can you go wrong with that? You just can't. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done here. Like I said, I'm still dealing with this water thing, so it just kind of set us back. We'll try to get as much of these out in terms of my thoughts on each one of those when I get them ranked up here. I think the first rank up is what we'll work with, because obviously it'll take a little bit longer to get through all of them. I know other people will farm it faster than I do, but yeah. Anyway, okay, I know, no gameplay. I'm going to work on that. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always. See you next time.